took some time off to reset and adjust. I've been working on some other projects in the background, working a lot with film, which is my new interest, and working on the release of the new album, which is, we're still engaged in the distribution part of it. Fontana Universal, yes, we're definitely in a situation with them still. The only setbacks on that was some of the legalities with one of our partners, and that's pretty much coming to a close. So, we're gonna have to get back on that as soon as possible. And those were the delays, obviously. So. Oh, unfortunately, no. I'm not living in Tampa, Florida anymore. I do miss the quietness and the laid backness of it, but I need a little bit something more edgy. So we're between LA and Miami, and I currently bought a home in Atlanta. So that's where we're at. Everybody needs a change. I took my own thing. Some people are not used to the new me, and I used to the new hairstyle. I'm very happy with everything that I've changed. I've grown a lot older, and I've grown a lot in the music. So the music will also grow with the artist as well. So don't expect my next project to be the next typical hip hop album. It's definitely going to be something huge. We have several mixtapes that we're working on, and with a few prominent DJs and everything. And we have the album that we're doing, and the one that we still have to do to Fontana Universal, and basically that's it for now. Everything we've been doing basically has been pertaining to film, and we're expanding in other frontiers. I'm basically literally preparing for my retirement as an artist. The current state of hip hop is record sales are down. Even with people with big budgets have been failing. The current state of hip hop is tragic because it has outgrown itself. I believe that it's outgrown itself in its own way. And there's a lot of talented artists out there right now that are struggling with the labels, and the labels are just giving them that failure, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think it has anything to do with the artist. It has a lot to do with the marketing and the way that artist is presented as a new artist or as a previous artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's not good. That's why we're, as an independent company and an independent artist, that's why we're moving we're moving our sights more to the film industry. It's to me, it's always been a blessing to be able to do music on an independent level with the major distribution through a major label. But the pros to that is that your budgets are much smaller and more controlled as an independent, and as somebody under a major label, these budgets are inflated and nobody knows where all the money goes to. Everybody gets paid except the artist. And I'm totally disagree with that, because some artists come with production, writing skills, even singing as well, and so they don't get the perks. Well, not the perks. They get the perks, so to speak, surface perks, the limos, the girls, the clubs, popping champagne, whatever. but they don't really get to on the back end money. They don't really get a grip of that. They don't really have, you know, the checks that are supposed to come to them. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, I mean, a lot of artists are becoming more aware of it, of the situation. But once they're already in a contract bonding, it's a little hard for them to get out of that, especially if they're in the red, meaning that they owe money for a previous project that didn't sell so well. Independent is the way to go. Ask Ice Cube. What's up, Ice Cube? Wow, what do I think about auto-tune? Auto-tune it works, it's worked for some artists, and it's done well for a lot of their careers. But I think it's time to move on from the auto-tune. I think that we should bring it back to the real singing of things, and because like everybody is coming out with auto-tune, so right now it's getting kind of confusing. We don't know who's who. You know, you got Dream and you got T-Pain, and they've done very well with it. And then, you know, you have all these newcomers like Ron Browns and all that stuff, and it's just like it's overkill. You know, it's overkill. You know, we've had it in our recording facilities for years, and I don't believe we've ever used it on anything that we've done. Any personal things that I've done, I've never used it. But I'm not saying I wouldn't use it. I'm just saying let's just move on from the auto-tune. You know. I don't believe that I'll be a recording artist forever, like, you know, throughout my career. But I think that like music-wise, I think Benny Blanco will definitely come to an end. As far as me personally having something to do with the music industry, yes, because it's my field. So it's something that I would definitely have as long as I can hold on to it. You know, I could always turn to management, A&R, working at a major label, you know, just doing, you know, other things. Or it's not just keeping it on an independent level, going into other avenues like marketing or, you know, film like we're doing now. So, you know, Benny Blanco will come to an end. That's no doubt about that. And we had a good long run, and I've enjoyed the time and all that, but I think it's time to move on to bigger and better things.
1968 movement that changed Brazilian music.
Our new president, Mr. Obama, I think that he's doing a great job with what kind of troubles he was left with. But you know, it's still a little bit too early to see, you know, with all the topics and stuff. I'm not really a political inclined person, but as far as I read on the internet on the daily, I know he's struggling with the health care and, you know, a couple of other things, and the Republicans are really at him. I really appreciated the fact that he really considers somebody from the Bronx as myself, which is Justice Sotomayor. I think that was a great choice and a great pick, you know, so, you know, big ups, man. You know, I think he's doing